Alexa, turn the music off. Hey guys, how are y'all today? Um, Boy, what a day. It is the first part of June. It is getting hot. Um, and the humidity here in South Carolina is absolutely crazy. But this has been a day. My parents have their 59th wedding anniversary today. Hey Ashley, how are you doing? If you are joining me live, let me know. Tell me you're catching me live and let me know where you're coming in from. Ashley, I think you're down there in South Florida somewhere. I bet it is pretty hot down there too. Did you know? I'm going to share with you a few things today about myself. Some things that most of you probably don't even know. Probably most of my closest friends don't even know some of these things. So hang on, because I'm going to let you know some stuff that's really near and dear to me, okay? And what led me to do this is a couple things that I've been working on. I've been doing a lot of personal development over the past year, probably a little bit longer than a year. But, and you ever have some of those aha moments where all of a sudden it starts making sense? There have been some things that some endeavors, some things that I have tried to do, that I have attempted to do. Many I've succeeded at. Many I've drawn back on and go, not quite ready for that. Have you ever been there? Have you ever done that? Drop me a 1 down there below if you know exactly what I'm talking about, because sometimes the fear might hold you back. Have you ever been afraid to move forward? Ever been just absolutely stuck? Right? I know you have. You've got to. Because we all have gotten in that place where fear makes us stuck, right? What is the difference between fear and flight? Our body does the same thing. It's the same chemical release in our bodies. And I can't help but go to the science part of it, because that's just how I think. I've been sitting and doing some research on some stuff today, and I thought, you know what? I've got to take this next step. I've got to take this next thing. I've got to do it. And I'm going to let you know what that next thing is in just a minute, okay? So a few years ago, I've been through lots of trials and lots of struggles. Everything from a marriage that went awry, that it was an abusive marriage, it just didn't go well, got out of that. Being a single mom, all the struggles and the things that happened with that, and working and trying to juggle and not juggling well and missing out, and sometimes it was really not always easy, right? So I pursued degrees thinking that I would achieve that goal, that stature that I wanted. Well, my body didn't hold up. Why? It just didn't. There were things that, as I've sat and I've researched, trying to figure out why that candle began to burn out, not only on the top, but at the bottom too, and the wick just about burn out. Why? Well, the things that we eat, something in the scientific, let's see, I'm going to look at it came out of some scientific reports. Another one came out from in January that was published, and I was reading about it and what probably happened to my body as we went through all these things trying to stay healthy. We didn't know exactly what we were doing. Did you know that when you change your diet and you restrict certain things from your diet, and that you are taking certain elements out of your body, that you become very susceptible to disease? Did you know that it brings on things like diabetes, type 2 diabetes? Did you know that it brings on fatty liver, that it brings on heart disease? These are the things that our bodies just start breaking down when we don't give it what it needs. And that's what, that's one of the things that I know I did, because I had tried one diet after another trying to be healthy, because I wasn't really taking the time for me to exercise, to do the things that I knew that were good for me to keep me healthy, because I was spending so many hours trying to juggle, and I kept I wasn't juggling well. And so my health was one of the things that I was continually failing at. And what did that face of unhealth look like for me was that I became I suffered organ failure. Okay, I'm just going to be very blunt. I suffered major organ failure. Sorry, that's hard for me. That's one of those things that most people don't know about me. This is the face of being very unhealthy for me. Okay? This was not long before I fought for my life. I almost lost my life. I was blessed to beat that. This is hard, guys. Bear with me, okay? I have a point, because I've been challenged to get to something with this. So thanks for hanging in there, and thanks for the love. Thanks for letting me know y'all are with me on this. Sharing something public like this is not an easy thing. And so some of my closer friends know parts of the story, but not really all of it. So as I struggled, I know that there was some things that happened that I know everything happens for a purpose. I know that the trials that we go through are there to make us stronger, but we don't understand that when we're going through it. Have you been there, guys? If you know what I'm talking about, show me some love, right? Let me know you know what I'm talking about. We go through trials and we're going, oh, why me, right? Why is it me that's going through this? I don't deserve it. And you get angry, right? Whether it's a loss of a relationship, the loss of a friendship, the loss of a job, we've all struggled through something. And when you lose your health, I've lost a lot. When you lose your health, that's another part that really makes you step back and go, whoa, wait a minute, I have got to do something different. Okay, I had multiple, felt like a pharmacy here. Okay, I felt like I had tried big pharmaceuticals. I didn't get anywhere. I felt worse and worse and worse. The more pharmaceuticals, the interactions that were happening in me, I found out that so many things that were happening in my body were genetically based, and that there were some things that I couldn't change because I was born with those factors, and many of others in my family have dealt with some of the same issues. So I went gluten-free, and that was a big change because I had pancreatitis. No, it was not from being an alcoholic. It was not from drinking. It was just that my pancreas and had shut down. My liver began to shut down, and everything else along with that in the process. And so as I restricted my diet, and the research is telling me that probably a lot of this was brought on because I restricted my diet and such, that the amino acids were not available to my body to metabolize things properly. And so little did I know that about 2 years ago, when my daughter came home, she had stuck by me. We had talked about things. I had tried probiotics, prebiotics, had been to GNC, the natural stores, whatever, just trying all kinds of things because the pharmaceutical stuff didn't work, and I knew my gut biome was off. Okay, the research that I just finished reading reemphasized, hey, my gut biome was totally off. But it wasn't enough. What I was doing wasn't good enough. So I was really fortunate when my daughter came home to me and said, Mom, why don't you try this, okay? Why don't you try this different nutritional supplement? It's going, let's just try. So I did know, because my pain had been so severe. I had had such bad migraines that it had debilitated me. I had really had to spend several months out of work before I could just really get my feet back under me. And so I knew what, absorption through the skin, through the derma was, and that was a really cool thing. I'd seen people wearing nicotine patches to try to break their nicotine addictions, on and on it goes, right? So really cool thing to me when she came home and said, Mom, try this nutritional supplement. It's going to, let's just see, you don't have anything to lose. And really I didn't, because I just saw things, and she did too, progressively getting worse. And I know the rest of my family did too. But this was a specific conversation that my daughter and I had. So I gave it a chance, and I didn't have anything else to lose, guys, because this being the face of my being sick, being 70 pounds heavier than I am now, that brought on so much. I had so much inflammation in my body. I had already been through a knee replacement. I had been through multiple organ failure, had been just really struggling. I had been fortunate enough to be able to get things under control, enough to come off not be eating baby food anymore, because that was not really very tasty, right? But it was a necessity at one point. So as I began to put these nutritional supplements back in my body, it gave me the right combination of prebiotics, probiotics, and as the research that I just have been reading today gave my body the ability, because it had the amino acids available in it, gave my body some ability to begin to heal. So as my body began to heal, I began to get some leveling out, if you will, of some things inside my body. The inflammation started going away. I started feeling better. I stopped suffering from migraines. I stopped suffering from laying awake at night, not being able to think, not being able to turn off my mind because I was in such pain. No more multiple trips to the pharmacy on a weekly basis. No multiple trips to the doctor. The bills were horrible. Okay, still working on paying those things off. They are incredibly big. And that's just part of being unhealthy. So what did I trade? I traded the opportunity to give this a chance, and I spent one time, $150. I spent $150, and now I don't have to spend for my nutritional supplements at all, guys. Okay, 3 steps. In the morning, I take capsules. 30 minutes later, I drink a lifestyle mix. And it's given me the amino acids, the edge on things that has gotten me healthy. 70 pounds I've dropped. That's 70 times 5 is what? It's 5 pounds per joint for every 10. I forget the math. Anyway, it's an incredible amount of weight off my joints, right? So I was able to get back out. I'm able to do the things that I love. I'm able to exercise. Is every day easy? No, it's not. But is it better than it was? Absolutely. Do I have to take some time to recoup? Yes. But have I learned some secrets? I absolutely have. So about 6 months ago, I added one more thing, and I added some amino acids to my diet, to my supplements, okay? Those amino acids come in this little bottle right here. And I take a couple of them in the morning and a couple at night. And it really has helped me get that, I don't know, and I don't exercise. I don't go to the gym. Some people think I'm in the gym all the time. I don't go to the gym. I walk. I do the normal stuff that I had not been able to do around my house and things, keeping up with all my dogs and my animals and the typical things that I do. If you watch my stories, you know me. So I've gotten a grasp on my health, because I took a chance, okay? These amino acids right now, for the next couple of days, come on, they are $5 from new customers. If my daughter had brought that home to me and said, hey, Mom, try these amino acids, this is going to help you better, it's only $5, I would have thought, that's trash. But no, I've done the research on it, okay? Those of you that know me, I've got my all right, my PhD, all but my dissertation, I research. I know stuff. That's part of me. I could sit here and give you all the logistics, the ANOVAs, all the, just break it all down. I'm not going to do that because most people don't speak that language. But okay, I've got my life back. So did you know? Did you know that part of that story? Ashley, did you know that? I bet you didn't. There's somebody else, a couple other people here, and I'm not sure who some of the people are. Troy, hey, thanks for watching. And guys, is it? And I see Kendall. I think I babysat Kendall, or Kendall babysat my kids maybe when she was a teenager, and now she has her own kids. And I think my mom may have taught her. So hey, I hope you're doing good today, Kendall. So did you know that you are responsible? You are a vessel. You have a purpose, and if you don't take care of this thing, right? If you don't take care of your body, you are not living up to the potential that God is giving you. The restrictive diets, I could name them all, not all of them. They do things that are not necessarily good for your body. They make you have issues with your insulin. They make you, because you're starving your body of certain things that you need. Do the research before you dive into something, guys. There are ways around it. I don't have to do. I do restrict my diet to certain things because I have to be on a celiac diet. But that's just one of those genetic things, right? That I have to be careful of. So, do yourself a favor. If you know somebody that has been through health issues, my challenge here is that you improve yourself, that you improve it for your children, you improve it for your parents. If you're taking care of them, if you're a caregiver, you have somebody important in your life that is depending upon you. So it's your job, and whatever your calling is that you have to be healthy, because that's what God's called you to be. You need to put you first so that you can give back to yourself, so that you can give back to your family, because they depend on you. If you don't take care of your body, it breaks down. I learned it the hard way. If you didn't catch me through the whole thing, go back and rewatch it. Guys, where are y'all coming in from? Because I'm not sure who some of you guys are. And thanks for watching. Thanks for staying in the home stretch here with me. But did you know that all of these things, one of those things that I've been challenged to do that I keep putting off, and I'm going to go ahead and put it out here, okay? Because, again, I was challenged to do it today. I have a book. Actually, I have 2 books. Probably 90 to 95% written. I need to finish them. Okay? I need to finish them. I need to get them written. I need to get them published. Not just written, but published. Okay? So if you're watching here, or you watch this on replay, if you watch it on replay and you hear this, let me know, #replay. And I want you to hold me accountable. I want you to say, hey, Bolus, when are you going to publish that book? Okay? Because I am going to publish it. I have to. Because I have a lot to say. I have a lot of things that need to be, that I think that people can gain value from. So a couple things I want to lead you guys to. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm over there too. If you don't follow me, if you don't know about my YouTube, I'm over on YouTube. So you could follow me on YouTube. I also have a women's group, Women Forged by Fire. If you're a lady, don't have any men in there right now, because I did name it Women Forged by Fire. We're in there to support each other. It's growing. I'm refocusing, redoing, revamping some things in there. So welcome. If you would love to come over there and be a part of us, if you would like to be a part of supporting one another in this journey that we're on, and becoming better mothers, better better spouses for those that are married, just better in life in general, being the leaders that we are so called to be. If you would like to be a part of that, drop me a personal message. I'll drop you in the group. It's a private group, and so you do have to have a personal invitation to it, a personal invite. If you know somebody, if you are in the group and you know somebody that would like to be in there, let them know about it. You can invite them in and then let me know about it so that I can make sure that I approve it. So would love to have you be a part of these things and hang around. That's just part one, guys. Okay? Did you know? Did you know that you were called to a high purpose? Did you know that you may not know what it is yet, because those lessons in life are still evolving you and teaching you to become a better person? So, guys, thanks for hanging in there with me. And Kendall, I will tell Mom that you said hi. And oh, you went into teaching. Okay, I did not know that, Kendall. That's awesome. That's fantastic. I thought you had like 3 littles at home. Are you homeschooling them? So fantastic. I will tell Mom that. She will be glad to hear that. And hop over to Dad's page and wish them a happy anniversary. So thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. And I'm going to land the plane, as my mentor says, right? Okay, I'm finished. You guys have a great day. I will be back.